Hello everyone, thanks for tuning in to today's bird video, doing JMA Friday for today's bird video. So as also on Friday, we're going to have a look at Japanese and CFS B2 models for the next 4 weeks, next 30 days. And I shall get on that for you very shortly. To say about the first video released today was our 6 AM upload. It's normally a 7 AM upload, but I released it an hour earlier today. And also, just as a one-off, it'll be 7 AM tomorrow. And also the ECMWF 42-day forecast as well was released. So we normally release that on a Saturday morning, actually, but I've got the seasonal model roundup for the autumn to release tomorrow, Saturday morning. So it's a day earlier. So yeah, check out the ECMWF 42-day forecast if you'd like to do that. You might have to compare it to like JMA Friday, so be interested to see whether they're picking up on the same trends, I suppose. Yeah, I'll go on JMA Friday in a moment. Just say that the fourth and final video coming up later on is going to be your 10 to 14 day. It will include all the regular features as well. So please like, share, subscribe on all the videos. Thank you so much, everybody, for doing that. Right, we better turn webcam off, I think, and we shall go through the data. So we're going to start off with the JMA 500 millibar high tummy from the Arctic and North Pole view down. So this is the Arctic Circle just here. Well, that's the North Pole there. This is wider Arctic Circle around there. And we've got mid-latitudes around here. So blue is extrapolated to below average heights, yellow, orange, and red extrapolate to above average heights. And these broken down to week periods. So the first week period will take us from today, the 30th of July, to the 6th of August. And the coming week looks really unsettled, with deep low pressure across the northern and western Europe. Looking at that, very, very unsettled indeed. But it is combined with a little bit of northern blocking as well. We're sending the jet stream southwards. So you expect a pretty unsettled time of it in the week ahead with that. Showers of longer spells of rain and quite cool as well. And then week 2 doesn't really show much of an improvement. It's going to be the 6th to the 13th of August. And again, we've got this area of below average heights over to the west of the country. We bring in the westerly winds, so looking cool, unsettled, spells of rain coming in off the Atlantic, no doubt. Quite a lot of showers in between as well. And yeah, just a really unsettled looking couple of weeks on the way. However, get through to weeks 3 and 4 and we see signs of quite a significant change. This will be the 13th to the 27th of August. And above average heights start to appear. So go back to higher pressure into the second half of August. We begin to move the jet stream back northwards again. That should be turning us drier and more settled, you would have thought. Maybe even hotter, who knows. But certainly that will be settling things down if that comes off and turning us drier and warmer into the second half of August. Right, let's have a look at the mid-latitude view then. So the Arctic, North Pole, Greenland, Scandinavia, all those areas are off the chart up here. However, as we had a look at that view down, we know roughly what's going on. So, reminder of week 1, 500 millibar. We're in the top right-hand corner of the chart, as you're looking at it, by the way. Reminder of the week 1, 500 millibar height, only very unsettled, low pressure across not only West Europe, but if you're going to visit Scandinavia, up here, also Northern Europe as well. So, the week 1 temperature anomaly, taking us from the 30th of July to 6th of August, is below average, a cooler than average week coming up, also through most parts of Europe. Ireland still a little bit on the warmer side, though, but generally this is a much cooler week, and obviously it's going to be a much more unsettled week as well, with all that low pressure knocking around. Precipitation is above average. The week 2 500 millibar height anomaly again looks unsettled with low pressure in the Atlantic and into Ireland and the UK. This is a rather warmer week, however. We begin to lose those cooler than average temperature anomalies, so a little bit of a recovery in the temperature is starting to take place, but it is wetter than average again. So I think basically we say the next couple of weeks, you know, going to be very unsettled. And whilst not overly cool in week 2, it is a bit cool in week 1, and probably just going to be quite cool and unsettled throughout. However, weeks 3 and 4, we know what's going to happen now. We begin to get this area of above average height starting to appear, beginning to turn drier and more anticyclonic. That turns us significantly warmer as well. So look at this, really lifting up the temperature anomaly there. I mean, that's weeks 3 and 4. So normally for weeks 3 and 4, the signal is weaker, if anything, but we're seeing yellow and even orange colours. So that's like going to 2-3 degrees above average. That's a heat wave. I think the JMA is forecasting a heat wave there in the second half of August. Now that's what's going to come on, because it is weeks 3 and 4, but for a week 3-4 temperature anomaly, that is a very strong signal actually for things to go pretty hot into the second half of August. So maybe we've still got the hottest weather of this summer to come. It's not impossible. In terms of precipitation, going drier, of course, as that high pressure builds up, you'd expect things to be drying out. Right, so that's how the JMA looks. Hints of a heat wave in the second half of August. Let's see what CFS is doing. So again, these are 500 millibar heights breaking down into week periods. First week period takes us from the 30th of July to the 5th of August. The coming week in total agreement with the JMA in that we have lots of low pressure extending through the northwest Europe. High pressure is pulled out into the middle of the Atlantic. So the jet stream southwards, a cool and wet signal for the weekend. Very unsettled. Whoops, right, okay. So this is going to be week 2, also in agreement with JMA as well. 6th through to 12th of August, low pressure again in the ascendancy, in control, dominating weather. That one also looks very unsettled. Week 3 is also looking unsettled. It's the 13th to the 19th of August. The trough is weakening, but it's still there to our north and west. High pressure is up towards Svalbard and out in the middle of the Atlantic. Just doing something a little bit like that. So still quite unsettled into week 3. And then finally, week 4. Now, we do see signs of higher pressure, but not anywhere near as strong and located over country, as the JMA is showing. So this is the 20th to 26th of August. Yes, the heights are rising in the North Atlantic, and also to North Scandinavia, but this whiteout is probably still some sort of trough in the 500 millibar flow, and probably still lining up jet stream northwest to southeast. So CFS nowhere near as convincing, as convinced as a JMA about a change to drier, hotter weather in the second half of August. Temperature anomalies from the CFS V2 for week 1, 30th of July to 5th of August, are cold and average, below average, and also that goes on into week 2 as well. This is the 6th to 12th of August, also below average. Very, very cool week coming up from much of Europe in those blue colours, where we're going down to like 3 degrees or more below average. Of those southeastern Europe, the heat wave signal to go on there. So when I talk about Europe, I'm talking about Western Europe, of course. East and Southeast Europe, the really hot weather continues there for the next couple of weeks. You see it here as well in the week 1 temperature, normally very, very hot down in that southeastern corner. Right, what happens into week 3 with temperature? Well, we stay generally on the cool side for northern and western Europe. This is 13th, 19th of August, below average temperature anomalies. Then notice it is cooling down as well into the east and the southeast of Europe at that point. So you've got a couple of weeks of very hot weather to go, and then CFS wants to cool things down into the east and the southeast of Europe. And still cooler average into week 4 as well for CFS today. This is 20th, 26th of August. That one is also below average, so definitely no heat wave in the second half of August with the CFS, unlike what the JMA is showing. Precipitation finally. So, week 1, 30th of July to 5th of August. It's been dry on average, actually, to our north and northwest. A little bit wetter towards the south. But I'd expect that to be a rather more unsettled week than that is indicated, to be honest. Week 2, 6th through to 12th of August is also looking unsettled. That's wetter than average. Week 3, no particular signal from the 13th, 19th of August, but it's perhaps still a little bit on the west side for northern, western areas. And then week 4, again, no particular signal. It's the 20th, 26th of August. We've lost signal for precipitation by then. Right, let's put webcam back up. And so what we see here is agreement, like for weeks 1 and 2, definitely going to be unsettled and quite cool for, first couple of weeks of August. So we've got plenty of unsettled, cool, wet weather to get out of the way. Now, the discrepancy between the two models is really for weeks 3 and 4. So obviously we've got the JMA there with the week 3, 4 scenario of high pressure building and possibly even hinting at sending up heat wave into the second half of August. Got CFS saying no to that idea and keeping things at the very least rather cool and mixed. Even if it's not as unsettled as it is early on in the month, it's still pretty cool and mixed really there into the second half of August. So we'll just have to wait and see. We may get some high pressure and get a heat wave going into the second half of August, but it's all remains to be seen. It's all to be revealed, and we'll find out, won't we, as we go along. But definitely the next couple of weeks are going to be cool and unsettled. Right, okay, so that's it, Jeremy. Friday. We're going to be back very shortly. Your 10 to 14 day. It's going to include all of regular features. So come back for that one then. But the JMA Friday this week, that's all for now. And thanks for watching.